out. That lady who is like nothing too hard for you. There is nothing. Allah. Hello friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome back to the other side of a modest. If you are a returning subscriber or a new subscriber, welcome back. And if it is your first time clicking on this channel, welcome, and why not be part of our family? Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a comment and share to other people. And last but not least, please put your bell notifications on so you get notified in case I post another video. So guys, as you have seen, today's video is quite interesting. It is like usual, it is interesting. It is a more discussed kind of video. It is a very good video. It is, oh my god, let me now just explain. Today's video is amazing. In short, let's get Christian single girl. If you're that lady in waiting, or if you're that lady who is a church goer, if you're that lady who has decided to serve God, if you're that lady who is so much devoted in the things of God, so I think this is the video for you. My name is Jacinta, to be precise. I am single. I am a Christian. I love serving God. Serving God is my delight. I got saved the year 2015. 2015, when I was in campus. It is a very, very traumatizing yet inspiring story. That story is a story of another day. So I just wanted to share tips on how to make yourself that Christian single girl, or how to overcome challenges and things that can make you stand head up, or just that confidence. You see, we are living in a society whereby being that Christian girl somehow can look like something extraordinary, contrary, especially if you're single, especially if you're super young and you devoted yourself in serving God. So I just want to share this as per my experience. I'm not sharing this because I am past that stage. I'm sharing what is real for me. So I am a founder of a Christian Ladies Only Ministry. Sis, if you're watching this, you can join us. Ladies of Modesty. It is a global ministry. You can join other ladies from all over the world. You can join our Telegram channel, and then we shall see how to join you to our main channels. We do this because sometimes we get men joining our platform. Sometimes we get people joining our platforms who are not Christians, and this is a journey of faith. We need to guard our faith, and we need to be precise on what we want to do. So that aside, I am just going to share with you the tips that are helping me personally. It is a journey. It is something that I look forward to finishing well, finishing strong sometime or someday later. And I hope this is going to ignite some faith inside of you. So don't forget to check the description box. I'll be leaving there a link on how you can join our ministry. Let's get started. Accepting myself that I am single. You see, we live in a world whereby there is pressure. People want you to do this, especially if you are in your mid-20s or late 20s. And I also want to talk to these girls who are also in their 19, 20, 21, 22. I think I got saved when I was at that age, very young in campus. And I'm talking from experience. It was It was a journey that I don't wish someone to go through because it was very tough. I accepted Jesus when I was about to die because I was very sick, and for the medical attention it was not working until when God came himself for me. So first of all, just enjoy your singlehood and don't try to be someone else. If you are a Christian, your journey can be different because there are things that you're not going to do. There are things that you're not going to pursue. It is very, very important to understand yourself. Have your own focus. As a Christian single girl, number one is you need to know who you can walk around with and know what you cannot involve yourself doing. You need to take care of your entourage or your environment. You need to take care of the things that you consume. I literally had to leave alcohol. I was an alcohol addict. Hey, oh my goodness. I know so many people will not I want to talk about this one, but I was an alcohol addict. Talk of clubbing. So it was a very tough transition, but all the same, working from living, getting interested with secular music. I was a lover of secular music. I loved alcohol. I loved clubbing. I had friends whom we used to do the same. So when God started working with my life, I had to leave the former things and come back to the new things. It is like getting served one-on-one. But as I look back, I think in my teenage years, that is when I messed up a little bit, and there were so many things that happened that led me to this. Despite coming from a Christian background, despite being raised up as that church child, I was very active in Sunday school, to be precise. I was a good early teenager. I served God passionately, but to some extent the devil almost destroyed me, but she was just trying to take me, but she couldn't. I thank God for that. So you need to embrace that season. I am a Christian girl. Not everybody is going to like me. Or in other words, you have to associate with some people, but with limits. Personally, I am doing business, so there are some people that I cannot say that I cannot interact with them. Yes, I have to interact with them, but with limits. So, accept yourself. Accept that I have decided to follow God. There are something that I have to leave behind. With alcohol drinking, I think God had to make me part ways with my ex. That is how I was able to curb alcohol. Number two, with the sickness that I had, it reached a moment that God eliminated me from one point to the next. So I had to shift from where I was staying to another place. That was another thing that helped me. Number three was finding a church I can go. You can find a church that you can go and you accept yourself, tell yourself that I can go to church and serve God in this area. I know when you go to a new place, it is kind of difficult for you to find a church that can mentor you, but it is very important that you find a Bible teaching church. So for me, the journey was kind of hard because I wanted to participate in praise and worship so much. So for the first church that I went, I cannot say that the church was bad, but what I can say now that I understand is that God did not purpose me to stay there. That is why it had not to work. So the first church, it did not work. The second church, it did not work. So I had to stay at home. But I was praying, I was reading the word. Those two things helped me. I was struggling to leave secular music. So I dived much into gospel music, downloading music, having an intimate relationship with God, just reading the Bible and prayer. I struggled so much with this issue of reading the Bible. Oh my goodness, I did not love reading the Bible. But in that era, I also remember that in as much as I was fighting to live, I had a strange disease. I really don't know what that disease was. I really don't know until today. But what I did know is that I was fighting stomach ulcers and hormonal imbalance. But at that time, I was able to curb that one because I was under medication. But for this strange disease that used to make me feel like, my goodness, it was just a bad experience. It was a bad experience. I remember there was a moment I was weighing 35 kgs. Oh my goodness. Above 18 years and I was weighing 35. It was a very difficult season. So with the dating again, I had to stop dating because this is another journey that I have started. So I stayed at home, but I used to pray. So after like 2 months, I was house hunting again, and God directed me to a new church. That is the church that actually laid for me a base in faith, and I thank God for that because I have grown. I became a kids gospel teacher, and I love that calling more than the other. In as much as I wanted to serve God in the praise and worship team, but being a gospel kids teacher has been the most amazing one. The first experience was not good. It was not wanting. If you start serving God when you are a bit younger, it's quite challenging. You need someone who can back you up and pray for you. At that moment, I thank God for my mom. Although she is deceased, may she rest in peace. There was some moments where I used to face rejection. I used to feel like I am not up to the task. But my mind was like, if you've decided to serve God, then there is no option. You need to serve God. You need to strengthen your muscle. You need to strengthen your faith. You need to dive much into prayer, and sometimes you have to ignore. So it was a very difficult journey. But all the same, looking back, it's like a few years in it, going up to 8 years. Yes, 8. Is it 8 years? Around 8 years. But I love being a kids gospel teacher. Although at the moment I love singing, but according to God's leading, I feel like being in the praise team is something that God has to had me hold down for some reasons that are personal and the things that I cannot share out. But I am evolving. I love the woman I am becoming. I've been raised to another level. I am growing into another office in ministry that not everybody is going to understand me. This is my journey. That is why I am saying it is very important that you love yourself and embrace it. Not everybody is going to understand why you're choosing this path, but as a Christian single girl, it is quite challenging in the society. People can be like, why don't you get married? Why don't you do this? But our journey is different. And you need to have a personal relationship with God. Very, very important. Or rather, an intimate relationship with God. Personally, I wake up in the morning, I meditate, I can read the Bible, or I can pray. It depends with my moods. But all the same, it's very, very important that you dive into prayer. Prayer is the most important thing that will help you as a Christian single girl, because we've got this notion in the society whereby people want you to do this at this particular time, want you to behave like this at this particular time. We also have that pressure also in churches, we also have in families and everything of the sort. But I think prayer is that big key that can help you. And also you need to have mentors. You need to have people you can look up to, people you can share with your challenges and they can stand up with you in prayer. You need to have those groups that you engage yourself into, like for single girls, like for unmarried women, like for maybe you are a single mom and you're not yet married. I understand you, I get you, sis. the fact that you have a baby outside wedlock doesn't block you from serving God. You still stand out a chance to serve God like nobody's business. You need to find your purpose. Very, very important. If you are single, then it is a good gift. Take it as a blessing. Take it as a time to find the real you. Finding the real you. You can find only the real you in your passion. What do you love? What do you love doing in those seasons that you just free? What do you like hanging out with? It is very, very important. Surround yourself with people who motivate you to be the better you were yesterday. That is very, very good. And in as much as you are pursuing to be that lady of modesty, that lady of elegance, that lady of an unstoppable lady, that lady who stands out, that lady who is like, I can smash this, that lady who says that I am ready to break those generational curses, I am ready to smash those family altars, I am ready to be that woman who can be an example to the society. It takes you, sis, it takes you. So for you to stand out with those challenges in your environment, sis, you need to pray. Go in the secret place. There are those moments that you need to set yourself apart. When last did you fast? As a single girl, you are aspiring to be a very important woman in the society. You need to be that beautiful, good wife, that loving woman. Be prepared. Be prepared. You need to get prepared very early. Read those books. Read those books. What are you entitled to do in your marriage? What are you supposed to do like that good wife, that good mom? Practice. Love children. Love people around you. For those people who love you, love them back. For those people who resist you, don't bother. You are different. There are some people who get irritated by you, by the woman you are becoming. Understand that. That is very, very important. If you decide that you want to stand out, your journey is not going to be simple. Oh my goodness. Not everybody is going to clap for you. If Jesus himself in his preparation process was not loved by anyone, imagine close to everybody didn't love Jesus. We only have maybe 5% that stood with this Son of God who came to die for me and you. Oh my goodness. You're not exempted to rejection and all that. That is if you are decided to follow God and you are serious in this journey. So, you need to stay so much into prayer. You can challenge yourself and fast. You can challenge yourself and sometimes in the night. Just take yourself out some days that you feel like in your normal routine. You can take a day out and just have a relationship with God. Don't have dinner. Just meditate on the word of God. Just be you. There was this day that I took myself out of my normal routine and I just said, I'm not going to have dinner. I am just going to pray. I'm just going to read the Bible. I just want to find God for myself. I was just in here praying in the midnight. And let me shock you, the next day, I saw the devil with two eyes, like God came for me. Like it was a battle that I've never experienced. Like just like yeah. Oh my goodness, the power of prayer. A woman who prays is a powerful woman. A woman who prays can move those mountains. A woman who prays can really become. A woman who prays, there is nothing that a woman who prays cannot do. So sis, so bro, so sis, so mom, if you're watching this video, please, and you're a man, you can share this video to other ladies you love. Maybe they're married or not married. Maybe they're single moms. I love single moms. My heart goes out to single moms. And if you're watching this and you are a motherless daughter like me, sis, you can become that woman you want to be. Even though you're motherless, let not this issue of motherless be a burden to you if you feel like. There are those days that you want to talk to your mom and nobody can understand you more important like your mom. So it is very well that you just learn to read the word of God and cling on to God. Just take it like your mom is around you. Just be that woman that your mom can be proud of. Yes, I know it's tough. I know it's not easy to stand out in a society as a single girl, but I want to beseech you today that be that woman. We see the story of Ruth and Naomi. Actually, Ruth fought. I love this lady and definitely I'll be giving you scriptures. The last one is the fact that you are that single Christian girl and maybe you want to date and maybe you want to get married. It is very important that you get yourself you put yourself in a position where you can only be pursued by Christian men. With that I mean the Bible tells us that you should not be equally yoked with unbelievers. You are a Christian and beside you, you need someone who can help you in this journey of faith. You don't need a man who will get irritated when you tell him that, babe, I want to go to church. We've got this service that we need to go. You don't have to have this man who is going to be a prayer point. You need a prayer partner. And for that, you need to be very choosy. You need to be paying attention. You need to be very alert. And you need to have many at times a no as you answer. Because having yourself or getting yourself a good husband is a blessing. And having a good wife is also a blessing. Says your Proverbs 31. The Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. For you to make your husband obtain favor, you need to be favored. In that, you need to be closer to God. You need to love things of God. So, if you love God, then probably for you to help your husband obtain favor, you need to get yourself someone who knows God, who can actually understand what favor is. You've got so many amazing women out there who actually by bad luck maybe got married to men who are not much into this Christian thing or this salvation thing. So get yourself a God-fearing man. You hear me that? I did not say a saved man. It is easier for people to say, I am saved. But it is a real thing. It is a real deal to get a God-fearing man. And if you get one, please don't waste time. Move yourself to the next level. But if you've not seen that man who sees, makes you wake up out of your seat and stand up, please. You're a lady in waiting. God has entrusted you with this weight and He needs you to get used of something that is inside you. You've got that thing, that amazing thing inside you that you need to unleash to the world. Meantime, as you wait, get yourself busy. Serve God and why not preach to other people to come to Christ. Be a light to your society. In those places where people say that this thing cannot come out, be that person to come out. That well said and done. Learn to break those altars as early as this. Break those generational curses as early as this. You're going to pay the price. You need yourself sometimes to give an offering. You need to raise an altar, but the earlier the better. Some of us are fighting things like right now that maybe our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers didn't do or our mothers didn't do. So you're not exempted to fall into those family altars and generational curses. You need to stand out. And by standing out, it is the altar that you stand on that will help you shoot. So it is very important that you understand that and raise another new altar. And in this altar, tell yourself, I am going to marry an amazing man. I'm going to marry the best man in this world. I am going to marry a purpose mate. I am going to marry a prayer partner. I'm going to marry a good man. So, choose wisely, and in your waiting season, don't compare yourself with any other person. And if someone happens to celebrate, Go to those weddings, celebrate with other people, and learn to live a holy life. Some people have fallen into sin and the devil has stole them, has killed them, and definitely they stole them because of not being celibate. I know it is a very sensitive topic, but abstain yourself from sex if it's not yet time. Very, very important. You can lead a holy life. You can lead a holy life. Ephesians 5:3. But among you there must not be even a hint of sexual immorality, or of any kind of impurity, or of greed, because these are improper for God's holy people. You need to be holy. And not unless you allow God work himself into you, it is going to hinder you. Some of us have been in relationships before and maybe indulged in these things prior that, and somehow it is costing us because we need to break those soul ties. We need to detach ourselves, but because of the grace of God we are standing today. So you can still stand up again. If you're watching this and you're into that, you can still start another cycle again. So do not put yourself in a compromising position, especially if you feel like you're having marriage pressure or anything of this sort. The Bible tells us in Isaiah 65:1 that I was ready to answer my people's prayers, but they did not pray. I was ready for them to find me, but they did not even try. They did not pray to me even though I was ready to answer. That is a tag on my wall there in this house. I love this because it meditates me. It gives me power. So as a single girl, don't compromise yourself. Pray to God and believe that God is hearing you. Don't be in a hurry. Understand seasons that you are in. God has got something good out there. There is someone who is just meant for you. But until that times come, until those seasons come, those seasons of celebration, those seasons of engagement rings, those seasons of wedding rings, those seasons of pregnancy and all that, serve God. Wait in faithfully. Our God is very faithful. David says that I have been young and now I'm old. I've never seen the child of a righteous man forsaken. Our God is too faithful to fail. As a single girl, you can still stand out. If you happen to find your job, do your job diligently. Be a person of integrity. Serve God and be you. Buy that car if you can. You can. Start the business if you can. Write that book if you can. And most importantly, who you surround yourself is much important. So friends, we've reached the end of this video and I am so much excited to share with you this. I know when the Spirit of God leads me to do something, there is someone who is in need of this, and I believe this video is interesting. I believe this video has ignited something inside of you. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram and you can join our ministry. Check the description box and don't forget to give me a like. Why not comment and definitely subscribe if you haven't. Until then, be the love, spread the love. Jesus Christ loves you unconditionally. Find your purpose and chase it like nobody's business. Until then.